My stage name is Madam Osiris, and everybody who has a stage name picks their own. Mine comes from the fact that I have a passion for Egyptian gods, and Osiris is my favourite. The Madam comes from the fact that it's my way or no way from when I was little. And if there was ever a job that I could have done, I'd have loved to have run a brothel. So I kind of combined the two together. Some people call me Madam O, just for the sake of it, but it's actually Madam Osiris. What I do is I teach burlesque, chair dance, body confidence classes. So you don't have to be a dancer. You don't even have to be fit. You just come along, I show you what we do, I dance with you, I shout it out, I break it down step by step, and what you get out of it is what you get out of it. You're not obliged to take part in every class. You can just dip in and out if you like. There's alternatives given should you wish to be not doing some of the harder levels. And we do shows and events to raise awareness about how much body confidence is important. You can be any size, any shape, any age, any height. You just come, we dance, and that's it. We just make the world a better place sometimes. The Boudoir Kittens are actually the collective name I use for the whole group. And some instructors will call their girls after, or their dancers after the place that they're from. And I just wanted something a bit more upmarket and a bit more sassier. So I went for Boudoir Kittens, again, due to the fact that I like cats as well, and cats are very Egyptian. So Boudoir Kittens says everything it's meant to. And that's why everybody who comes is a Boudoir Kitten. The Boudoir Kittens formed as soon as I became an instructor, and other instructors had their dancers named after the places that they taught, and I didn't want that. So I decided that we would be called the Boudoir Kittens, because it's a lot more sassier, and it's quite suggestive, and that's the whole point of burlesque. It's the art of suggestion, and I'm not sure what's going on here. So everybody who comes to class, regardless of whether they take to the stage or whether they just come and watch or just come to class, they are a Boudoir Kitten. They all have their own names though. Yeah. And my house is called the Cat Basket. So if I go live from the house on Facebook, which I do regularly to talk to them and keep in contact with them when we're on holidays and breaks, then I just say, here I am live at the Cat Basket, because obviously that's where cats live, in the cat basket. What's burlesque? Burlesque for everybody is different. For us, it's a fitness and body confidence class. For other people, it's classic striptease. It's suggestive. It's actually from the word burlesco, which is Italian, which means parody or piss take. So yeah, there's always a comedy in our stuff. You take it as you find it. Some people take it seriously, and others just take it as it comes. We do whatever we feel is right for us at the time. So whether we do serious stuff or comedy stuff, or whether we sing silly songs, that's what we are. Everybody's different. What inspired me to become an instructor? I actually answered an ad on Facebook. I thought I was liking a chair, and it was actually liking an advert to become an instructor. I had no idea. I just scrolled through Facebook. Oh, I like that. And I should have read it properly. And I didn't. I've been doing it since 2016. And it's daunting at first when you're in a class of strange people walking that you've never met, and you're going to try and teach them, and you try to remember every step in that routine, as well as their names and them as well. It is what it is, it's chaotic, but it's one of the best things I ever did for myself, and to help other people who come from various backgrounds of possibly domestic violence and all sorts of other stuff, you know. It helps massively. It's one of the best feelings you'll ever get when they walk in the door and they're not quite sure what's going on, and they walk out the door going, I'm going to see you next week because I loved that. Then I know that I'm in the right place doing what I should be doing. Yeah. So a typical class is you come in and we all take a chair and we introduce ourselves. I tell them what we're going to be doing, depending on what routine it is, a fast routine, slow routine. If we need props for it, they'll have been given the heads up the week before. We do a warm-up, we do a cool-down, and it's the bit in the middle that's the exciting bit. And the dance is broken down step by step by step. I show them a bit, we dance it, we put the music on, we dance it again, and we build on it until we've had the full routine. Sometimes we can take the 2 or 3 weeks to build a routine. It depends who's in the class, it depends on their abilities, it depends how much carry-on goes on, because sometimes it's a bit ridiculous what we're obviously going to be doing. But that's what we do. Everybody has to have a stage name, and my name's Madam Osiris. Osiris is obviously the god of Egyptian mythology, and he's the god of the underworld. So he's the god that says whether you go to heaven or hell, and that power's huge. And I like that. And the reason it was Madam is because if there was ever a job I could have done, it was running a brothel. Definitely. And the two together would have just been fantastic. I can see myself coming down a sweeping staircase saying, Madam Osiris' business is open. How many members have we got? We've got 179 people on our actual dance page itself, and anybody can come to class at any given time. And the ages range from 16 to 60 odd. So it's any age, any ability, any size, any walk of life. We're from all walks of life, and we come together and we dance. Yeah. The benefits themselves from the class is the fact that you're building your own confidence. You're taking yourself out of a comfort zone that you never thought you had. You're also learning all the time. You're transferring the skills that you have to the dancers. You're entertaining other people. You're entertaining yourself, really. You're building their confidence. You're making their world and their lives just a little bit more brighter. And you know what? When people ask you what you do and you tell them, they smile and you think, I like that. That's good. Yeah, because we need to smile more. How many shows do we do? As many as we can get in a year. So we do our own, which is usually 4 or 5, and then we're asked to dance or perform at other people's, and we always say, yeah, we'll do it, unless it's going to clash with one of ours. So on an average year, we would do 8 to 10 shows in a 12-month period. And everybody's asked if they want to do it. They're not obliged to take part. They can just sit and come and sit in the audience and watch, or they can help do stage kit and stuff. They can do the raffle, they could do the music, they could do the decorations, the curtains, but everybody's part of the team, regardless of whether you're performing or not. Costumes, each dancer has their own costumes. Depending on the routine they're doing, will depend on what costume they're wearing. Some of them are complex and some of them are just something simple. Props, again, depend on what routine you're doing. So you'd have big Isis wings, you would have feather fans that are range from large to small, you would have a cane, you would have a hat, you would have a tie, you would have absolutely anything that you could use as a prop. Costumes can range from people buying costumes. I prefer to make my own from nothing. And you'd be surprised how much a tenner goes with rhinestones and a pair of stockings. Yeah. Our best show was probably, it'll be this one. Definitely this one. This is our first ever Christmas show that we're putting on ourselves. So we're really, really excited. We do our own routines, and the best routine that we've ever done was Paint It Black, which was a Rolling Stones song, but it was a completely and utter different version, and there was not a sound in the room that night. Nobody was moving. It was just like, wow. That to me is one of my favourite moments. That and the Jessica Rabbit routine, without a doubt. Yes. Everybody should come to a class at least once and just enjoy that. Wow. It's brilliant.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting sheep.
Interrupting sheep. For the future, we are. I'm doing a conference in January, and I'm going to bring it's down in Southport, and I'm going to bring what I learned from there back up to here. We're looking for more shows, events, just anything that we can do to fill a weekend.